What if I could share with you the #1 free opportunity for you to build your personal brand, expand your reach, and meet people where they're at? Would you be interested in that? Oh, that was so lame. Would you be interested in that? Yes, it's free. Did I mention free? Free is good, especially right now, right? I gotta tell you, I've been lending for a time or two. Actually, I stopped saying how many years because now I'm embarrassed by it, but you know, we're just gonna roll with that. And I truly believe that there is opportunity in every single real estate market that I've had the privilege of going through. And if you're new in the business right now, maybe you just got in the last year, you don't know any different. So yes, there's opportunity in this market. If you've been in the business for a while and you're coming off of 2020 and 21 and that craziness, I promise you there's still opportunity in this market. For me, 2008 in that market was life-changing. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Woo! And in 2008, we led the nation with short sales, foreclosures, bankruptcies. Yeah, we're right up there in #1. And it was hard. And there was so much fear. Lending as we knew it was over. That faucet got turned off one day. Literally, it was a day. We came back in the next day. Companies were going out of business left and right. People were down to funding, getting the keys for their home. Lenders gone. I mean, you guys, it was mass chaos. At that point, I have 2 little boys. My husband had medical conditions. He was not working at that time, so it was all on me. Now, I'd had success as a loan originator, and I love the mortgage business. I love helping people achieve their dreams. But in that moment, I had a choice to make. Maybe I should go back to law school. What else could I do? That was about 30 seconds of thinking all of that. I said, Find the opportunity. Turn over every stone and find it. And the opportunity I saw in 2008 was that my community needed me. To counter the fear, to bring inspiration, to tell them what could be done because everybody was saying what couldn't be done. Now, at that point in time, PMI left Arizona, so there were no low down payment conventional loans. FHA steps into Arizona and raises the FHA loan limit just to have a low down payment option. We didn't have a lot to talk about, but we had something. And moreover, we had a whole group of real estate agents that needed a voice. So I decided that was my opportunity. But I had a secret that nobody knew. And that secret was I could not talk to a group of more than 5 people. I had a debilitating fear of public speaking, to the point where my knees would buckle, I would turn bright red, my voice would get really, really high because I wasn't breathing. It was awful. But I knew the opportunity was to get out and talk to the real estate community. So I hired a public speaking coach, and I made a choice. I wasn't going to let this thing and this fear prevent me from doing what I needed to do, which was help my community. So I said yes. Can you guys say that? Yes. Yes. Say yes. Say yes more. So I started to speak. Stages, groups, anywhere that would take me. I just started to show up and I said yes. And it all started to change. I picked up the biggest market share of my career in that window of 2009 to 2016. In that, I mean, it was just, it changed. But in 2013 is really where it started to change. So up until that point, I had been sending a weekly email to the real estate community. It included about 1,500 real estate agents in my market. And every Friday, I would send an email out with a nugget, something that I thought brought value to them. Now, this could be anything. It could be a new loan program. It could be something that went wrong in a contract just to help give them guidance. It was just a nugget of value. But in 2013, I thought, this thought popped in my head. I call it a God wink. It's one of those things that you just can't ignore and it just keeps coming back. You should do that in video. So this weekly update, I should turn that into a video update. Well, how hard could that be? Oh boy. All those demons, all of that fear, all of that self-talk. You guys, we say things to ourselves that we would never say to another human being. It all came back. That year I shot 8 videos. I never sent one out. I was mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, I did that. First of all, I don't like my voice. I don't like the way I look. Apparently I do this thing with my eye. I did not know I did until I started to do video. Yeah, all of that. 2014, January. Now, I'm a little feisty. For those of you that don't know me, there's a little bit of spice in here. Sat down with Shay, my marketing partner, guru, everything. Said, Shay, we need to figure this video thing out. And she said, we don't need to figure anything out. You need to get out of your own way. So if you don't have a Shay, I'm going to be your Shay right now. Not doing video and leveraging YouTube is a missed opportunity. As of January 2014, we started doing video, and we have sent out a video every week, 50 weeks out of the year, now for 9 years, to the real estate community. Consistency. Was it pretty? Oh no, it wasn't pretty. What you see today in social media wasn't anything close to what it looked like. That's okay. We just started. We just went through the motion. No music, no thumbnails. I flubbed a lot. I still didn't want to see myself, but I just pushed through it because there was a bigger why, and the why is you have information that your country needs, that your community needs, that your agents need, and I knew that. So my entire video library is all based on education. That's where my passion is. That's where my heart is. I get a lot of crap for it because I'm not out there telling y'all about my personal stuff. I'm an educator. I'm a mortgage advisor, and I knew stuff that could help, and so are you. Why YouTube? Now, there's a lot of different platforms, and I sat on a panel with Barry Habib and Craig and Danny at lunch, and we talked a little bit about this. So if you already heard this, just plug your ears. Why YouTube? YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, owned by Google, which is the #1 search engine in the world. So if somebody is searching and they want to learn, chances are they're going to be in YouTube. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't need to be or want to be in Insta, Facebook, or TikTok, but that is scroll feed. YouTube is where people go to learn. Raise your hand if you have been in YouTube in the last 48 hours to figure something out. I go there all the time. I got a new curling iron, didn't know how to use it, didn't read the directions. I just went and watched the video on it all the time. If you're not there, how are you going to reach that person that wants to know the top 3 things they need to do to get ready to buy a house? that wants to know, what's this FHA down payment assistance program I keep hearing about? That wants to know if it's valid that we're going to have a crash and they should sit on the fence and wait. People are there, so meeting them where they are is YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels. The first one started back in 2013, and that was directed towards the real estate audience. Now remember, I told you that I believe there's an opportunity in every market. And last year, when this whole thing started to turn, I knew there was an opportunity to go direct and speak to people in this country that needed the straight scoop, that needed the honest truth. So I created a second YouTube channel, and it's called Mortgage How Do I? That's not really an original name. I got it from the guy that's the Dad How Do I, you know? His daughter goes to college, and she kept calling him about Dad How Do I? I'm like, well, heck, I'm just going to go Mortgage How Do I? Now, this channel has only been up for a year and a half. We have over 200,000 views. In the last 30 days, I have 300 new subscribers, over 29,000 views. And in the last 30 days, I have 30 people reaching out to me, raising their hand, and saying, can you help me? Would you guys like that? 30 people for free reaching out to you saying, can you help me? 7 of those people have made application. Now, this is only on a channel that has 2,500 subscribers. So it's not like it's anything big. It doesn't have to be. This is where we get off track. We think, well, if I don't have 1 million followers, then, you know, I might as well not do it. No! One person, one life. So let me show you how to do it. I have 2 YouTube classes. One is if you're just getting started and you don't even know how to spell YouTube or have where to go or what to do. That's the one you're going to want to start at. Now, if you're already into YouTube and you want to leverage it and you want to get into the analytics and you want to better understand the algorithm, click on that QR code, and we're going to teach you how. I'm not sharing this with you because I have anything to sell, because I don't. I don't have a book. I don't have a coaching program. I'm standing here in front of you as one of you, as a mortgage professional that cares about this country and that cares about mortgage advice and cares about getting it right. And I need you to join me. The national media scares the crap out of people. They don't give them the full story. You have it for what's going on in your community. If you have a passion to get it right and to share with your community, then join me on this journey. And don't let the #1 missed opportunity, that's free, get away. Thank you.